What's up, people? We are back with more of Sound of Drop Fall into Poison. Grab your tissues, everyone, because after an emotional previous video, I think it's gonna get much worse. I mean, just remembering that previous video alone, like, just the fact that you were looking at scenes or just sort of, it's not even memories, but just like scenarios that we know can never happen because Mario is never gonna. Oh god, she's never gonna be that old. She's just dead and there's nothing we can do about it. She's never gonna grow up. And we just have to accept that and move on. Hey, big sister. What? Do you think the stars will grant a wish for me? I don't know. I wonder when that was. Was it when we went on a trip as a family? Or when we were coming home? I think it was a day we spent all afternoon having fun together. On a sandy beach at night, Mari and I were talking like that. As our parents watched over us from a distance, I'm pretty sure we had a fairly complicated conversation. Bathing in the light of the stars that fill the expansive sky feels even more refreshing than sunbathing. Mari, what would you wish for? The two of us look so much alike. The two of us enjoy letting our hair down and playing with each other's. When together, we're often mistaken for twins. At those times, I had a tendency to pout. But I'm the big sister, is what I thought. To be happy with you, big sister. Always. That was my wish. Mari, speaking beyond her years, says softly. Unchanged from that time, it's an infinitely pure wish. Thank you, Mari. Bathed in the light of the stars, I can do nothing other than smile. The feelings that flow out from me are ones I can't clearly put into words. My wish wasn't granted by the stars, but if I think back on it, I was wrong. My wish to have you all to myself, big sister, wouldn't have been granted. At the moment that I died, my wish was supposed to be put on hold. When you go against reality, it can never go well. Because if this were reality, we would have never seen each other again. Mari says this in a light tone. It is merely a voice of surrender, even amongst the distortion. I'm so happy I saw you, Mari. But that we have to part so soon afterwards makes me sad. No, I don't want this. I finally found you. I want... As I give those words voice, I realize my heart is more bristled than I thought. That which overflows from my eyes is something I can't stop with my own strength. Mari, I've been holding it in the whole time. I've really wanted to say something the entire time that I don't want us to say goodbye. That's why, from the moment I saw Mari, it was impossible for me not to pursue her. Jeez, you're the older sister. You can't cry. But... besides, the one who's disappearing is me, you know? Mari says jokingly. There's no way I can respond to that. You know, I just want you to stay the kind girl you are, Mari. Somehow, holding back my sobs, I continue. No matter what happens, you can't harm anyone or start anything. That's what I was rejecting. That's what I wanted to tell you, Mari. Because I am your big sister. Before I know it, 5 years come between us once more. Man, I gotta admit, I'm a little bit teary-eyed. At this rate, We won't be mistaken for twins anymore. Big sister, I decided what I'm going to wish for. Mari has become just as she was in my memories. Jumping up, Mari gives me an innocent smile. That you'll always be happy from now on, along with your friends. I won't think of it as you being taken away from me anymore, because I'm sure your friends make you happy, big sister. This is my prayer. The stars won't grant my wishes, but if I pray, it's something I can grant on my own. I'm leaving all that I am to you, big sister. Okay. Thank you. No matter how the aquarium's powers fade, no matter if the energy from the grudge disappears, Mari has long since transcended time itself. Because up until now, and from today forward, she will always be in my heart. Well, it's time for me to go. Before I go, rub my head. Of course. With Mari's innocent words, her mouth smiles broadly. Her eyes and mouth have completely different expressions. This is really strange. The drops that flow over sink to the ground. I lightly drop my hand onto Mari's head and begin to rub it. She has no body yet, but still she seems warm. I'm getting a bit sad now. Oh god. Which option do we take? This can actually give us a bad ending. Thank you for everything up to now and from here on. If that's what you really want, Mari, I'll... Oh my god. It seems inappropriate to not, I mean, she has taught us a lot. Because even if it was indirectly, like her not being there, just the thought of us seeing her again, or Mayumi seeing her again, gave Mayumi just such strength as a person, and just the determination to continue that she previously never had, or thought she didn't have. But sometimes you just have that power deep inside of you. It's hidden, but something has to unlock it, and for Mari, that is what Mari did for Mayumi. Basically, she unlocked that hidden secret power inside of her that she didn't know she had, and then bam, she was able to just... Because I view Mayumi at the very beginning of this as sort of a fragile person, but to consider everything that she has been through up until this point, you gotta be an extremely strong person, not only physically but emotional as well. Even if this gives us a bad ending, I mean, we still have some bad endings to explore, so thank you for everything up to now. I gently stop moving my hand. I'm hesitant to part with her, but I have to accept reality. This instant, in and of itself, is a miracle. The two of us, torn apart so unreasonably, can actually meet once more and say farewell. But that tragic truth shines brighter than any jewel. Thanks for everything up till now, and everything after this. Yeah, big sister. Bye-bye. I'll always love you. Me too. I love you. Oh my god. Mari goes into the sea of stars. I go the opposite way. Both of us walk in different directions. All that can be heard are her footsteps. I don't turn around because if I do, I'll surely chase after her. Finally, even her footsteps fade away. I can hear the sound of rippling waves. As I walk along, I am enveloped in light. Within that gentle, transparent blue light, my consciousness begins to return, and I can feel how hard it is to breathe. There's pressure on my neck. My breathing is becoming shallow. Something is pushing on my throat with great strength. Oh no, bad ending. The flow through my carotid artery is being stopped up. Despite the fact that I'm finally waking up, my consciousness is starting to waver again. I wonder what is happening to me right now. What? Himeno? I open my eyes in thin slits, and a faint shadow floats in my vision. Long hair, an outline that I've seen before, soft-looking skin. Slender arms are stretching out towards my neck, putting all their strength into wringing my neck. When I realize who it is, the words I couldn't understand before become clear, as if a fog has been lifted. Go on and die! The one wringing my neck is Himeno. Trying to grab my neck with both of her hands, I can feel the pressure of her weight. Even as she wrings my neck, she has a frantic look. The proof is also in the fact that she doesn't kill me, even in my weakened state. Why are you... Is this not Himeno? Look at her eyes. This is not real Himeno. Something is controlling her, somehow. Because of the pressure being applied to my throat, I can't finish saying what I wanted to say. Himeno looks down at me with her blue eyes. That isn't the color of Himeno's eyes. How did you wake up? Her voice raises doubts in my mind. Still, I clearly grasp that this is not Himeno. With just that small change in tone, I get it. Since I'm her best friend after all. Well then, what is going on here? Nakanobe Mari has gained the ability to withdraw power from Manten Aquarium. This is because she maintains her individuality while her soul is still connected to the collective Manten Aquarium. This has gotta be Rico, right? I attempted to seize the power she had amassed. However, her power was so great that I could not force her to yield to me. Since she was so pure, tainting her was quite simple. In order to create a world with only the two of you, that child squandered all of the power here. Power within this Manten Aquarium. That's souls, or we could call it life energy as well. If it is the thing keeping this world stable, and if it disappears, wouldn't the whole world itself begin to crumble? You are... Somehow I maintain my fading consciousness and manage to desperately summon some sort of voice. As I listen to whatever it is that has taken on Himeno's appearance, I realize that I've heard this tone of voice before. As soon as that person's face appears in my mind, my feeling changes to certainty. Sayo-chan, what a pity. In order for me to continue to exist, I had to use her as a source of nourishment. What? Saginu Mariko. But what she just said, did she consume Sayo-chan? Just as I realize it, there's no strength left in my body. Due to my shallow breathing, there is no way I can make any brash movements. With no blood flowing to my brain, my thoughts are equally unfocused. I was able to find this body merely by chance. However, with this body, destruction is unacceptable. My final hope is you. When you escaped from Nakanobe Mari's birdcage, it was as if a miracle had occurred, and I was very happy. Mari's birdcage. That's right. Intuitively, it is like that. Being locked away for one's own good. But it's different. That was the world of Mari's heart. Of course it was sad and lonely. She's been alone for 5 years. All she could do was continue to pray and to make the ungrantable wish that she could see me again. I want to reject Saginu Mariko's words. However, my body won't allow me to do so. I think I'm getting close to my limits. Little by little, I'm unable to keep my eyes open. When the world of the bird cage disappears, that energy itself did not. All of it flowed into you. Perhaps Nakanobe Mari has already disappeared. I no longer sense her presence, and if she were here, she would try to interfere. When the two of you parted ways in that world, surely she gave you her energy. That's why. I'll kill you, and then I will obtain that energy along with your body. I have no idea if she gave me her energy. What did she entrust me with was her gentle wish. But at this rate, I won't be able to keep my promise to Mari. At this rate, I'll die. If Sagi no Mariko's words are true, no, surely this is real. If it weren't, there'd be no need for her to kill me in this situation. There's no mistaking the fact that the only reason I'm not dead is because she hasn't delivered the finishing blow yet. I'm going home. At that moment, I decide to believe in myself. I close my eyes and surrender to my fading consciousness. I did it. As I look at the small palm of my hand, I confirm this. In the lieu of a mirror, I look at my body reflected in a tank before me. It's one of the cylindrical tanks in the jellyfish booth, and it clearly depicts my entire body. Nakanobe Mayumi's body. Compared to Tamagawa Himeno, she's strikingly less sturdy, but reflexes and firmness aren't important at this time. Oh my god, did it really happen? Did Riko take over Mayumi's body? This is a feeling I haven't experienced until now. The sense of completeness throughout a body. To use an example, it's a feeling close to the pleasure of having sex. Wow, okay. I totally did not see that coming. Like, you know, from some visual novels you can expect that particular topic of conversation to come up, but in this game whatsoever, I did not expect it, as it never came up ever whatsoever, and then suddenly the word is there, like, what? Okay. Being able to derive pleasure from sex in the body of a virgin, though, is something of a contradiction. I have the feeling that something other than myself is encroaching upon me. All that's different is, rather than a climax, there's the feeling of being able to exercise one's own power. With this girl, I am certain I'll be able to expand the red Manten Aquarium. She bears the emotional strength to support the foreign contaminant flowing through my body, or through her body. That is, her strong will to get home with her friend. In Nakanobe Mayumi's case, she is likely undergoing a time of great emotional maturation. Well then, there's no time to be fooling around. Using the strength that Nakanobe Mayumi, my body, has accumulated, I shall reconstruct Manten Aquarium. I need no further plan than that. It only needs to be one area. I'll switch my location to that in the real world. Finite, yet long. I will maintain my soul with the grudge as my storage. I close my eyes. My pose is irrelevant. My intuition is telling me a piece of me must cross the aquarium using this power alone. When I was merely a soul, that was simple. Rather, it was merely a hardship necessary for self-preservation. Well then, I will make my wish. For the world that is best for me. A world without the likes of you. Huh? At last, I open my eyes. I hear a voice from somewhere. Where is that? You should know already. Do you mean the soul is listening? Not from the ears. It isn't that I hear a voice. It's more of a cognizance. You are already dead. No matter how hard you wish, that fact will not change. Which is precisely why I told you I'm using this body. I'm so confused right now. I think something else is this is still Riko inside Mayumi's body, but something else is talking to Riko / Mayumi right now. So I think I should still do the Riko voice. Which is precisely why I told you I am using this body. No, what? Mari entrusted me with her wish. I swore to her that I would grant that wish. What is it you want to do in the real world? What is your unfinished business? To live. Merely, I'm so confused right now. I'm just gonna continue in Mayumi's real voice, cause it says Mayumi, but it's probably still Riko. Cause it's asking her what she wants to do in the real world, right? And the Riko's mindset up until now was always just self-preservation. So this sentence sort of says the same thing. Merely to continue existing in this world, to extend my hand into eternity. If that's the case, then you as a person are already dead. I think there's no meaning in living merely for the sake of living. If you have a heart, you have a place to call home. For example, though her life was like the blink of an eye, Mari lived with all she had, never letting go of her feelings. My control has... I was waiting for the moment where you tried to unify yourself with the aquarium. At that moment, I was sure cracks would appear in your heart. I am what Mari has entrusted to this world. Therefore, I will now make my wish. Please, disappear. I will hate you with all my life. Isn't that more human, anyway? I think that the foreign substance within my body has definitely disappeared, as I can no longer hear that voice. I am sorry. Turning towards the empty space, I mumbled to no one. I am standing in a tunnel tank room. This room is all that remains in this world. In this world already destroyed by Sagi no Mariko, it seems she only left one area. She said it was reconstruction, so this area will probably disappear soon as well. So I think what sort of happened there in the jellyfish booth thingy was sort of a struggle of power over, or just a struggle of control for Mayumi's body, which Sagi no Mariko tried to take over, but in the end, Mayumi, along with the power that Mari has given her, has prevailed. Himeno and Sayo have already disappeared. It's not that they died. If they had died, their bodies would remain. They just disappeared. So, it's alright. Now that Sagi no Mariko has disappeared, I can feel some sort of different power. This is what Mari entrusted to me. Mari had held onto it in the hopes that it would make it to the end. Just one, please, a miracle. I say in a small voice, and I close my eyes. At that moment, I laugh. How did things end up like this? Why did I do the Riko laugh again? Cause I'm still confused. I have no idea what caused it. All that I can say is, this means I was unable to create a miracle. What? Himeno. I speak to Himeno, who sleeps next to me. There is no response. Sayo. I speak to Sayo, who lies on the ground. There is no reaction. How did it end up like this? There is flesh. There is space as well. If it goes as Kenji-san said, At this rate, if we reach the exit, we could return to the real world. It's just, there is no heart. This isn't a corpse. There's a fever. There's body heat. When I place my ear to the surface of her body, I can hear vibrations. She's like an intricate doll. Oh, I laugh, having no clue what else to do. I can do nothing but laugh. I'm already broken. I can't even muster up the energy to try and laugh in whatever weird, psycho, strange way I could laugh right now. This is the end of me. The three of us rot away together, as good friends. What? The Marionette Won't Laugh. That was a really long, intricate, bad ending. Holy crap. But holy crap, what a bad ending that was. Like, normally when you have a bad ending, or where you sort of realize soon enough when there's like, oh yeah, I made the wrong decision with this one. But here it sort of felt like, oh, it's still continuing. Perhaps I made the right decision after all. Because I think I mentioned fairly quickly, like, uh-oh, this is a bad ending. And then it just kept going on, and I was like, wait, it's still continuing, so is it not a bad ending after all? So yeah, but dang, that ending image, like where Himeno and Sayo are like lying next to her, both, they're not dead, but they're like, I guess, unconscious or just not in any state to even open their eyes. And then you just have Mayumi laying in between them. Just, she looks so defeated, and oh my god, it's so sad. Like, everything that she has tried, she fought so hard this entire time, and then to just see her lying there like, yeah, I didn't manage to defeat this after all, it managed to beat me, I lost. That's basically her position that she lays in, and just like, wow, it hurts so much. But holy crap, we're gonna end the video here, and in the next one we're just gonna continue with taking the right choice, which is, if that's what you really want, Mari, I'll blah blah blah. So yeah, dang, what a video this was. That was really emotional for me personally. I don't know about you guys, but dang, this is actually getting me somewhat teary-eyed, this game. And I normally am not, I don't cry, okay? I'm one of those people, for some reason, I feel a lot of emotions, of course, like, of course, I'm human, right? But I don't cry very fast compared to other people, and the last time that I actually remember crying is probably like years ago, for example, like many years ago, and I can't even remember about what, but I don't even know why. But at certain situations, I just feel like where normal people are expected to cry, I do not cry for some reason. But I feel sadness, of course. I'm not a robot, so, you know. But the game where I've come the closest to actually crying was probably The Walking Dead Season 1 with, you know, the ending part of that. And this is actually bringing me somewhat close to that as well. So this shows you the effect that this game and this story has on me. So yeah, dang. But we're gonna continue in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.